Okay, sketching the following showing all intercepts. Y equals, the first thing we need to do is we need to find out, is this a cubic function? So what I'm going to check is I'm going to say x times, if I expand these brackets, it's going to be x times x times x is going to give me x cubed. So it is a cubic function. My next step is to say, is it positive or negative? Okay, so A positive or negative? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say x times x times x is positive x, which means positive x is going to finish where x is there. I've got three brackets, which means I'm going to have three intercepts. So if it's going to finish there, it's going to be three intercepts, 1, 2, 3 intercepts. So this is the shape of it. Okay, now I'm going to quickly find what is my y-intercept. I'm going to say y-intercept. I'm just going to say here positive A. Then I'm going to say intercept, y-intercept. Y-intercept is where x equals 0. Okay, so if x is 0, then y will equal 0, take away 2 is minus 2, times x is 0, 0 times negative 3, bracket is 0 times 5 is 5. Okay, and all I do is I say negative 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative times negative is positive. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So my y-intercept is at 30. And my x-intercepts is where y is 0. So when y is 0, what is x? X have to be, so the null says this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, which means x equals 2, or x equals 3, or x equals negative 5. X equals negative 5. And I'm ready to draw my graph. I'm going to draw it over here. It's going to intercept the 2, 3, and 5. So 2, 3, and negative 5. It's going to go through positive, my y-intercept's at positive 30, so it's up there at positive 30. Okay, and it have to finish here. So I'm going to start with have to finish. It needs to go through that point. It's not going to turn there. It's going to go through 30, and it's going to come down. So that is the general shape, and I've done my graph. Let's look at B. I have an x squared, which means x times x is x squared, times negative x, which gives me negative x. So I've got negative a, which means my shape, I just don't have a lot of space, so negative a means that it's going to finish down here. I've got a square and I've got an x. So I know that it's going to, one of those, because it's a square, it's going to turn on the line. So it's going to look like something like that. Or it might even look like this, where it goes and turn on there. So it's one of those two. It needs to finish negative where x is negative. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so I'm going to say y-intercept. According to my list, you can bring my list back. My list is my y-intercept. Y-intercept is where x equals 0. Okay, so when x is 0, y equals, if that is 0, it's going to be negative 6 squared, multiply where x is 0 is 4. Okay, and minus 36 square is positive 36. 36 times 4 is 144. So it's going to intercept y at 144. My x-intercepts is where y equals 0. Where's y 0? Y is 0. Then x equals positive 6 twice. So it means it turns on plus 6, and my x or x equals. Now if this thing is 0, it means that, let me just show you, 4 minus x equals 0. 4 minus x is 0, so this bracket needs to be 0. Therefore, if x goes to the other side, x equals 4. So I've got two values, x is plus 6 or x is 4. If I draw this now, if I draw now my graph, that's all I need. It's going to start there and it's going to finish there. It's going to turn on positive 6, so it's going to turn on positive 6, and it's also going to turn on 4. It's going to go through 144. So it's going to go through there, going to go through there, going to go through there, and it's going to finish where x is negative, so up there. Plus 6 is the big one. Okay, so it means if it starts there and it finishes here, it needs to turn on positive 6. Sorry, it's going to turn on positive 6, go through positive 4, and then carry on. It's going to go through 144. This is going to be 4. That's going to be 6, because it's at 6 where it turns on the line. So there's only two intercepts, 4 and 6. And that is all you have to draw. This is y, this is x. We don't have to say what is that turning point.